come around to say hello. One-on-one, I'm so fly. You took a nosedive. Careful when you play on my level. For you, it's so. Hey, hello.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra. Flip the script.
Hello, Moto.
Anand Ranganathan. They say dictatorship exists. On the other hand, they say that the Home Minister had to admit after the Speaker directed him. Now, Speaker is the epitome of, the demonstration of the existence of democracy. If what he's saying is being adhered to by the government, how is there dictatorship? Question number one. Question number two, Tehseen Poonawalla makes a point that on 29th of January, they were given some 4 or 5 hours or 8 hours to respond with their dissent notes. Between 29th of January and today, the 13th of February, have you heard any walkout from Parliament in either of the houses on this issue? They would have objected, they could have objected, they had ample time, 2 weeks time to do so. Have they done it? They haven't. Is this an afterthought? And is this once again politics of the completely below the belt type?
Navika, evening. The last one to speak on this, so please I request uninterrupted time, at least 3 minutes, because there are a lot of important issues and everyone has raised them and everyone has made substantive points. Now, as far as the logic of my good friend and brother Pathan Sahib is concerned, first पहले उसको डील करता हूँ. कह रहे हैं कि 5 करोड़ लोगों ने, 5 करोड़ मुसलमानों ने इसके अगेंस्ट लिखा है और मोदी जी मान नहीं रहे हैं तो वो डिक्टेटर है. By that logic, अगर वही 5 करोड़ मुसलमान कल को कहे हमें एक पाकिस्तान चाहिए और मोदी जी ना सुने तो डिक्टेटर हो जाएंगे. ऐसे चलती है डेमोक्रेसी. बट बहरहाल, I agree with Waris Pathan Sahab. The Waqf Amendment Act should be scrapped. It is illegal and unconstitutional. Why? Because unjust, discriminatory, draconian acts are not amended. They are abrogated. Amending the Waqf Act is akin to chopping the head of a hydra. Two issues here. Look, I have nothing against Waqf Board. Why should anyone, Navika? Countless boards, charities, NGOs exist. Both Hindu and Muslim, corporate and private. The problem is the Waqf Act. Because it is the Waqf Act, not the Waqf Board. That is the instrument. Call it Dhual Faqar, the sword of Islam, that is being used to conquer India, this time legally without bloodshed. Let me explain. You see, the world over, disputes over property are settled using courts and existing laws that are community and religion agnostic. Why should a particular religious community be armed with another set of laws, those that are patently discriminatory towards member of another community, as a primary instrument of defense or indeed offense? Is there a Hindu equivalent of the Waqf Act? Promulgate one in the interest of equality then. Let all those who want continuation of the Waqf Act watch as Hindus lay claim to tens of thousands of mosques and Muslim villages and then enjoy the privilege of the disputes being addressed primarily not through the courts but via the clauses and strictures of Hindu equivalent of the Waqf Act. 24 घंटे में Waqf Act के supporters line पे आ जाएंगे. And that is why I say amending the Waqf Act is akin to chopping the head of the hydra. This is because while you might have removed a few discriminatory and draconian clauses from the Act, a vast majority of them remain unchopped. For example, Section 8 says the state has to pay for the Waqf survey. This is in direct violation of Article 27 of our Constitution that says no person shall be compelled to pay any taxes, the proceeds of which are specifically appropriated in payment of expenses for the promotion or maintenance of any particular religion or religious denomination. Section 101 says the survey commissioner, members of the board, every officer, every auditor of the board, and every other person appointed to discharge any duties imposed on him by this act shall be deemed to be public servants, as it is understood by the Indian Penal Code. And you know what happens when you touch a public servant, don't you? Literally or metaphorically. Look, the problem is the Waqf Act sanctions a parallel government being run by the state. It makes the Waqf Board its own legislature, its surveyor its own executive, and its tribunal own judiciary. Navika, 30 seconds. If India is to be saved from becoming an Islamic republic, The Waqf Act should not be just amended. It should be abrogated because Waqf Act does not appease Muslims.
Kindly read the Waqf Board Act. Kindly read it properly, sir. You have totally failed to understand the Waqf Act.
Navika, please, 10 seconds. This is important.
You don't allow me. You have been going on since last more than 5 minutes, sir. How can I listen to so many lies?
Navika, this is
See, I thought you were
I did not interrupt. I waited for
intelligent.
Waris bhai, just 10 seconds.
अरे वक्त
10 seconds. 10 मिनट नहीं मांग रहे, 10 मिनट नहीं मांग रहे, 10 सेकंड मांग रहे हैं। 10 सेकंड तो दे दीजिए, आपने तो 10 मिनट मांगे थे।
10 सेकंड की भीख मांग रहा हूं आपसे।
5 मिनट में
भले ही मेरी प्रॉपर्टी
10 सेकंड में और झूठ फैलाओ, चलो।
Thank you. Look, finally, as an analogy, Navika, there is a Reliance board. Now, if Reliance has a property dispute, the Reliance board will go to the court like every other board does. There is no Reliance Act, is there, for it to function as a parallel court and decide in Reliance's board favor? मतलब समझ में नहीं आता लोगों को।